Hi everybody, it's Dr. David with the Berger Bite. I wanted to talk today about the new House Bill 679 in Florida, which is a new medical cannabis bill, and it seems to be rather patient-friendly. It's a bipartisan bill, which is great because we know that bipartisanship in our, not just our state, but in our country is at a not so great level right now. So anytime when people on both sides of the aisle actually are in agreement about something is wonderful. We know that medical cannabis has had wonderful broad support across society over the past half a decade or so. In fact, with it passing here in Florida, it's at it's 70% approval. And I've jokingly said over the past that medical cannabis, really the only things that may be more popular are Santa Claus and puppy dogs. But everybody seems to realize that this is a good thing, and the fact that we can make it better for patients, that is absolutely wonderful. Now, probably the most helpful thing about this one is that they will allow for telemedicine, which is something, of course, I've used for many aspects of taking care of patients. And this was something that was given to us as something we could use during the pandemic. It wasn't part of the original program, but we were using it for a good period of time and the sky didn't fall. And then they took it away from us back in May. So this bill would allow for us to bring it back. It would be for recertifications if you had seen the patient directly yourself as the physician. But we have patients who are from very far distances, patients with unstable seizures or aggressive autism that wouldn't be safe to be in a car for long distances, patients who are now in hospice or who can't get out of the house, people who are working can't take off a half day. So this would be very, very helpful to a lot of families and patients if this goes through. The second thing is that this would allow for the ID card to be good for 2 years instead of 1. And so that would be great, as well as that the doctor's certification would last for 34 weeks instead of 30 weeks. And overall, that would reduce the cost to the individual by about 60% to be enrolled in the state program. Another thing that they would be doing is regulation of Delta-8 THC. Now, Delta-8 is a less intoxicating form of cannabis, Delta-9 being the more intoxicating euphoric ingredient, and of course CBD not having intoxicating properties to it. But there's a loophole that allows for THC Delta-8 to be almost done nilly-willy. Anybody can buy it over the counter with no regulation of purity, accuracy, etc. So this will kind of tighten it up to make it more in line with THC and CBD products. Another thing that this bill would be bringing is bringing back a 6-hour course for the physician every time that we recertify every 2 years. That's the way it was when I first got certified at the beginning of the program. They changed it to a 2-hour course, and they completely stripped out information with that about products, dosing, side effects, other things, ways of taking it. That completely was strict, and the 2 hours basically became a course on just simply how to put patients into the registry. And so it is so important for doctors to actually have to take a course on something that they're going to be prescribing, or in this case, I should say certifying to people. I know that's something that we do here. Every one of our patients are then educated on this, but we know that that's not what's happening elsewhere. And certainly knowledge is power. And the more information that patients, that our community, our society, our state has about this overall, then just the better overall it'll be. Now, of course, as with any legislation, it will go through committees. Who knows what will be stricken, what will be added, will it be brought up overall? But again, the fact that this does have bipartisan support is a very good sign. And as of now, I am supportive of this bill. We will see how it comes along. We will be putting information out there for how people will be able to contact their legislators to vote for or hopefully not against the bill. And so we'll be sharing that information as the legislative session is going in 2022. Hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.